Yeah, it's brutal. It's brutal. Any week that you have a performance like that as a team, it's it's embarrassing. It's not what we wanted or expected, but it's reality. So you find a way to fight through it. If this league was easy, everyone would do it, right? Everyone would. There'd be a lot more people trying to take my job if it was easy. So you just show up tomorrow with a little bit of sense of urgency, because you know what happens if you don't have that. Just keep fighting. I mean, no one. It's not like the defense was locking it down and special teams was playing great, and it was like us on offense. It was everybody, and we need to be better as a team. We need to be better individually. I think the first thing you have to do, whether you win or lose a game, the first thing you do is look yourself in the mirror. You cannot blame other people. You can't point fingers, because it's the greatest team game there is, right? It takes 11 guys on every snap to do their job to have success. And individual stats in this league are not individual. They're team statistics, because you have to have everybody on the same page playing well for you to individually do your job well. So with that being said, we got to find a way to just go back to the drawing board. I think there's only one way to take this, and that's, hey, we got a game next week. And that's the beauty of the NFL. You get 17 opportunities to prove what kind of team you are, and a blowout loss counts as one of them.
Is there any issue with blitz recognition where one was concerned in?
That's a great question. That's probably something that we got to look at on tape. Obviously, we're trying to figure out on the sideline, but at the end of the day, that's above my pay grade. I'm told to run a route, and I run a route. So
you had something to say to one a couple times. Was he chirping after some of those sacks, and why did you?
No. That's just football. You try to pump yourself up, or you try to get in the game with a little adrenaline by just talking a little football. So he's a good football player. They're a good team. Credit to them. They whooped our butt, and we'll be back tomorrow.
If you were going to have a performance like this, is it any positive being week one, or does it matter?
No, I don't think so. I think it's a negative thing, but at the end of the day, it's reality. It can be a positive thing if you turn it into it, but you have to take it on the chin. You got to be tough mentally, and you got to show up with a little sense of urgency, which I'm excited because we have the right guys and the right coaches to do that. No one's pointing fingers. No one's saying this, that, or the other. It's just we got our butt whooped, so let's figure out a way to show up with some urgency.
How does losing weigh on you personally?
So, I've been doing this a long time, and I realized that it's not easy to win. You're not going to just show up on a Sunday and win a football game. Doesn't matter who you're playing, doesn't matter their record, doesn't matter what kind of players they have. They're getting paid a lot of money too. So losing happens. Now, are you satisfied with that, or are you okay with that? No, but it doesn't weigh on me. I'm excited to get back to work. I think the losses are the ones that you learn the most from, the one that you probably gain the most ground as a team, because you have a lot to work on, and it shows you that games are a lot different than preseason games, practices, joint practices. Games are a whole different deal, so you got to find a way to show up and play your best football emotionally and physically.
Adam, all the
lose in this fashion after a 2-15 year. What's your reaction? Is that outside? It looks like here we go again.
Yeah, I think Coach did a great job of talking about that and kind of addressing that. Like, this isn't last year. And yes, did we start out in a way that looks like last year? But this is a new team. This is a new roster. This is a new coaching staff. This is a new organization, I think. And we're not going to go back to last year. So I think there's going to be a sense of urgency when we get back in that building to say, how can we do that? How does that look? I think you just don't know who you are until you start playing real games. So we found out who we were today, and we're not going to let it define us.
You've been talking about all the positives you've seen out of Bryce all preseason, how he's improved from last year. Any of that show up today that you could?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't give him a lot of opportunities, right? We didn't. A lot of times it was guy running free to sack him, or it was fumble, or it was maybe not getting open, or whatever. So it wasn't, again, football is the greatest team game there is for a reason. Now, quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, and so they get a lot of scrutiny, but you can't place it on a quarterback. I mean, shoot, defensively, special teams wise, offensively, we didn't play well enough to give us opportunities to be successful. So that's what happens when you don't do that.